up, son. Life as a man is very different from women. It's time for me to tell you the brutal reality. As a man, you are born without value. That privilege is reserved for women only. There is always someone that wants to take care of a girl or a woman. For you, this is not the case. You are not a little princess. People don't care if you are weak or broke. They don't care about your problems. In fact, most people are happy to see you struggling. Never let the modern world fool you into thinking men and women are the same. We live very different lives, and there is no mercy waiting for you. But don't complain about it like a coward, because it's actually a good thing. You see, your beauty and existence isn't worth anything, and you get no sympathy for being a loser. But you are also gifted with more potential than women. As a man, you get to create your own value, and you can build yourself up to the highest level. You'll have to struggle and work hard, but once you reach that level, other men will respect you, and women will start to chase you. Listen, this is not a competition against women, but I want you to think about what I said for a moment. Who can build a greater physique in the gym? Men or women? Which one of the two can get more respect as a boss or a CEO? Men or women? I could keep going, but you get the point. Where women are gifted with their beauty and have been getting free attention and care, you are gifted with immense potential, so don't waste that gift. The reality is that it takes time to become a high-value man, and everyone will always underestimate you. You must make them pay for it. Be ruthless about unlocking your potential. Leave being comfortable to the other guys. They will waste their lives away and try to drag you down with them. You see, your progress will make people uncomfortable. It confronts them with their own failures in life, and that is why they will feel better about themselves if they can drag you down. Be aware of it. When you join them partying, playing video games, or in any other time-wasting activities, just to know that you made the decision to throw away your potential. That is your own decision, and you can't blame anyone for it. People will cope and tell you that video games are good for you. They will convince you that you need to have fun. Before you agree with them, take a look at your own life. Do you deserve to slack off? Are you financially free? Are you well respected by everyone and in the best shape of your life? If the answer is no, the answer to time-wasting activities should be no too. You may not like what I say, but deep down you know it's true. Let me ask you something very important. What is the single most important thing that determines a man's success? The answer is delayed gratification. Saying no to instant pleasure in return for a bigger and better reward later on. Most people go for instant gratification, and they are no different than a dog chasing a bone. They rather level up in video games than in real life, rather fap than talk to women in real life, and they rather eat junk food than go to the gym. Pathetic. That is your competition. Soft, lazy, and no discipline. Is that who you're losing to? Just using delayed gratification will have you destroy all of them. Listen, when you go for quick and easy dopamine, there will always be a peak followed by a drop. Sure, it may feel good in the moment, but you will always feel worse later. The opposite is true for earning your dopamine. When you earn your dopamine, you go through something that's not really comfortable. A brutal workout does not feel as good as turning on the PS5 and eating a bag of Doritos. But when you finish the workout, your dopamine spikes up. You always feel better, and your overall baseline levels of dopamine remain higher than before. While the guy that turned on the PlayStation and started to eat junk food will feel a lot worse after doing it. He may cope and pretend he does not feel any worse, but the reality is that the more instant gratification we seek, the more our baseline levels of dopamine drop. Everything in life is a trade-off. Do you want the pleasure now to feel worse later? Or do you suffer now to get a bigger you become truly powerful. I mentioned the white belt mentality before in a different video, and it's extremely important. Listen, the white belt mentality means you are always open to learn more. Always a beginner, like a beginning martial arts student with a white belt. Except the world is your dojo. Life itself is your dojo. The white belt mentality means you never let your ego get in the way of your progress. Even if you think you know more than a person, there is no need to prove it. Instead of pumping up your own ego, you are better off trying to find something you can learn from him. Don't underestimate others. There is always something to learn. Do not misunderstand it. I'm not saying you should directly follow everyone's advice. Of course not. You should always look at how a person's advice is working out for him. It would not make sense to listen to someone that's overweight on how to get lean, or to follow a broke person's advice on how to become rich. But there is still always something to learn, even if their advice is terrible. Observe. What is there to learn? What lessons can you extract? Even if a person has nothing going on for him, you can still observe and learn. Remember, a drug addict can teach you about what not to do. Most people don't have the white belt mentality. After learning a few things, they become cocky and think they know it all. It is detrimental to their own progress. You have been blessed with immense potential. Do not waste it away because of instant gratification or because your ego is too